Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Alex the Martian, and welcome to Game Storytelling. In this course, we're going to explore how stories are created, specifically for games and interactive media. You learn how to develop characters, build worlds, create meaningful choices, and structure stories that allow the player to become part of the narrative. We'll use different tools throughout the course. We'll start with Twine, which allows us to quickly create narrative stories and experiment with branching narratives and player choices, and it really makes some pretty cool interactive stuff. We'll also work with Inky, a tool designed for creating interactive dialogue and branching conversations. This will help you understand how dialogue can change based on what the player does. We'll take those narrative ideas into Unity where we can connect the storytelling with an actual game environment. Here's an example of me using Inky in my own game. So you can see down here, I have this dialogue system. Here's my main player. Hey Dad, what's up? And so you can see I connected Inky using a variety of different camera setups and things like that. And hopefully we'll get into that level of detail. You can also use Inky in game, where you could see I have a picture of the robot and they come out with these little funny takes. So I'm going to show you a lot of things like that, where I'm going to integrate my own game and things that I'm working on and how I use Twine as well as Ink. But I don't want you guys to think that this course is just about learning software. We're also going to look at some of the major theories behind storytelling. So for example, a great narrative structure that you'll hear about in other courses if you took a creative writing or even when you got your MFA in creative writing is about Joseph Campbell's hero's journey. And we're going to explore a lot of concepts like the hero's journey and, similarly things, right? Similar story structures, the call to adventure, the challenges and transformations that return. And then we're going to see how they can be applied to video games. We'll also look at how narrative theory can help us understand the way stories play into our bigger picture of life, right? Whether it's, faith, and other story structures. And so these aren't just the stories we watch, but also the ones that we read. So throughout the course, you'll have opportunities to create your own interactive narratives, experiment with different storytelling structures, and think about how the player experiences a story rather than simply just watching one. So essentially, by the end of this course, you'll have a portfolio piece that deals with narrative, and you'll have a better understanding of how both theory and practice affect game narrative. And you'll have hands-on experience using Twine, Ink, or Inky and Unity to bring your stories to life. I hope you enjoy the class, and so let's get started.